want to send this message that India is not peaceful, Kashmir is not over, Kashmir is still burning. There's a problem in Kashmir because Vance is here, Modi ji in Saudi, and they cannot fathom this thought. How is Modi ji going to Saudi? And you know what did Saudi did yesterday? Before Modi was supposed to land there, they deported 4,700 Pakistani beggars. Because it's not because of begging, because Pakistan has how much? 2.2 crore beggars around whole world. They deported them thinking there was some security threat, there was some security risk when Prime Minister was there. Besides begging, these people also do the narcotics trade. And Pakistan has, even the Saudis have banned Pakistan from giving visas to Pakistanis. And even long back, they had told them, please get your beggars out of here because they are becoming a nuisance in Saudi. Now, when this happens, when Modi ji is getting the stature and Pakistanis have to be deported for an Indian Prime Minister landing, then obviously there are security concerns. Now, what does Pakistan do? They found 4 innocent civilians, ask their name, and start killing them. This is what is the reality. It is all by Pakistan, by Pakistani terrorists, and even Pakistani nationals may be involved. We don't know. Again, they want to bring Kashmir on the international fora. They want to say everything is not right in Kashmir, and they are not happy with Prime Minister Modi closing up to the Islamic world, especially with Saudis, and new relation which is shaping up between India, America, Russia, and the whole of the world, and where China is, of course, let out. They are not happy with it. And Pakistan is a proxy of China. Let's not forget that. They take orders from Beijing. Maybe the Beijing ordered this. We don't know who ordered this. Because yesterday, China was threatening the whole world. Do not do trade pacts with the United States of America. And the biggest trade agreement is going to happen is with India, which will take a trade to $500 billion by 2030. And that will directly impact China and in turn Pakistan. So when you look at all these things together, Vineet, and this accident, I don't say accident, this terror attack happening, when you ask the name, I have not seen it in the last years, 10 years at least in J&K. The attacks would happen, but nobody would ask a name and then fire a bullet. This is very disturbing. These people have to be hunted down and a message has to be sent to Pakistan. Now you have Rana with us. With Rana on our fold, we can literally do whatever we want to do with Pakistan because ye laaton ke bhoot hai, baaton se nahi manenge. Munir is directly coming up and trying to flare up the passions in India. He's trying to, in his efforts, he's trying to flare up that Muslim sentiment of India and to make sure that there's a lot of trouble in India. But we have to hit them where it hurts them most, Vineet, and that is Pakistani army, Pakistani establishment. Because these terrorists are disposable jihadis. They're nothing more than that. But where are the perpetrators of the real crime? They are in Rawalpindi, they are in Pakistan, and if we have to really hit them, we have to hit them here where it hurts them the most, Vineet.
More breaking news coming in. As per initial reports, among the 12 injured are tourists and non-locals from Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Odisha. And this is what we are learning at this point in time. Let me also rope in Ambassador Suresh Kumar Goel, former diplomat, into this conversation. Ambassador Goel, so your bit on what's transpired here for a long time. In fact, sir, before you respond, let me just get the quick, the latest updates from Ajay very quickly, and I'm going to come back to you shortly, sir. Ajay, we can see armored cars being moved into this area. We are slowly and steadily getting to know what the status of the injured is at this point in time. What have you learned in terms of these perpetrators being out at large?
Vineet, news is not very good from the Kashmir Valley. There are input that even more than 2 people, have lost their life. We are waiting for the official confirmation, but number is definitely going to increase as far as this terror attack is concerned, because sources are saying that more than 12 people were injured, and we have told our reporter, we have shown our reporter that 2 were killed, but now sources are saying that more people have come to the injury, but we are waiting for the official confirmation that how many tourists they have died in this terror attack. From Karnataka, Bengaluru, from Gujarat, from Maharashtra, from all over the country, the tourists are coming to the Jammu and Kashmir. Those who are injured, they belong to Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, and from Ahmedabad as well. So this is what our sources are saying, that that the tourists from different destinations, they came to this part of Pahalgam, where they basically wanted to enjoy the weather. They wanted to enjoy the atmosphere and the nature, but unfortunately terrorists came and they identified these people. They asked about their names and religion, and then they opened fire on these terrorists, in which they have lost their life. Many of them, they are injured and they have been shifted to the hospital. Now fresh input says that additional troops has been pressed in there in the Pahalgam area where this incident has taken place in Pahalgam. Indian Army, CRPF and Jammu and Kashmir Police Special Operation Group and Task Force, they rushed to the spot, and area has been cordoned off because, as I told you, this is the forest area. So possibly Lashkar terrorists, those who are responsible for this attack, they might be hiding in this area. So that's why number of the terrorists was 3 to 4. So forces have, they are going to ensure that terrorists will not be able to flee from this location. More information says that Umar Abdullah, who was in Jammu, who was visiting Ramban after this cloudburst, he came to Jammu, and now he is flying back to Kashmir, and he is going to meet the tourists, those who are injured, and also family members, and going to visit the spot as well. So this is what exactly happening in the Jammu and Kashmir after this major terror attack took place, in which innocent civilians, innocent tourists, those who came to Jammu and Kashmir to see the beauty, they have been attacked by the terrorists.
Ajay, let me come back to you momentarily. Let me quickly get a point of view from Ambassador Goel in here as well. Ambassador Goel, you find the timing of these attacks suspect, considering the fact that there are two important parallel events going on, related to India at this point in time?
Quite likely, Vidit, because when Pakistani ISI is up to its dirty bag of tricks again, nothing is beyond their reach and nothing is beyond their thinking. Nothing is beyond their dirty tricks, really. 2 or 3 things which come to my mind immediately are, obviously, Pakistan is concerned about their diminishing stature globally, and in contrast, how India's profile is going up internationally in all areas, to the extent that even China, when they want to basically fight Trump traffic, they look at India as an ally and they want to talk to India if they can work together or not in terms of fighting the tariff, but not at Pakistan. So Pakistan basically is already a basket case, and it's rather unfortunate that to be able to do something about it, the only thing they can think of is really the terrorism again. Number one. Number two, there is a domestic politics here again. Sumit mentioned Munir. Munir, of course, is one factor. He could have, to maintain his own hold on the power, they could have done it. Though I doubt very much that he would have to resort to terrorist attacks in India to do so. But the problem is that for them to have Jammu and Kashmir perpetually on the boil increases or enhances their own political profile within Pakistan. And therefore, again, it will not be beyond them to do such a thing, take lives of the innocent civilians to be able to maintain their own role in the Pakistani domestic politics. I have one fear really here, and that is that again their own propaganda machinery can go up to all kinds of depths in terms of achieving their objective. And therefore, unless we are able to apprehend those terrorists quickly and bring them to action, like legal action, I'm afraid that the Pakistani ISI will be again doing disinformation, propaganda. They would say that what happened in that area was not because of ISI, but because of the situation within India itself. I'm not talking about the truth here, but what they can do, and therefore it has become very important for us to bring them to the truth. Tabur Ahmed's trial is going on. It could have an impact on that trial also. So on the whole, very critical juncture the cases that this event has presented, and our own security forces will have to work extra hard that it does not spiral down into something worse than what has already happened.
Right, absolutely, sir. Some breaking news coming in at this point in time. Terrorist organization TRF has claimed responsibility for the terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam. So far, what we know is that one individual has died, several scores of others have been injured as well. Senior journalist Gautam Mukherjee also with us on the broadcast. Gautam, university, obviously, you know, something has to be done in terms of cracking the whip on this kind of sporadic news coming in and disturbing the positives that we were going to discuss that India is a part of today. Gautam, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. No, one thing that is forever not being addressed is this defensive strategy we adopt. When somebody attacks us, whether it's the armed forces, whether it's civilians, whether it's tourists, we catch or attempt to catch the terrorists themselves, eliminate them, and then call it a day. What we do not, except for after Pulwama, we don't seem to go to their end of the place and eliminate a large number of Pakistanis. Now, if you're not going to do that, they are doing this, they have the advantage of surprise. They attack, we defend, we retaliate, but we only retaliate in a very localized manner. And why this doctrine is not changed is something that I don't properly understand. If they're afraid of Pakistan, I think it's high time not to be afraid of Pakistan, of all people. Vineet.
All right. Well, it's obviously understandable that Pakistan is behind this, and this is something which has also been preceded by a number of ceasefire violations as well. Mr. Manan Dwivedi, foreign affairs expert, also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Dwivedi, what do you make of this repeated offense by Pakistan? What India ought to be doing at this point in time? Prime Minister Modi is in Saudi Arabia, a country which has a lot of influence over Pakistan.
I personally feel that a few words bordering onto rhetoric, some people might say, and verbiage and verbosity come to my mind. It is atrocious, it is abominable, and it is unpardonable. It's a kind of a sin against humanity and the Indian nationals. I would once again like to reassert here, as has been contended by one of my other previous speakers, that Pakistan has a foreign policy and a security and a strategic policy of keeping Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, always on a perennial boil. They do not want that normalcy elections and the general process of democracy can continue there. I personally feel going on to the extremity, which should become a mainstream thinking, a mainstream segment of India's foreign security and attacking policy as far as Pakistan is concerned. We are proactive. Though Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP government acted very nicely and very adequately by resorting to the Uri attacks, wherein we were our Rafales, our Sukhois went into Pakistani
Right,
airspace.
Mr. Dwivedi, we have some breaking news coming in. What we're learning is that the Prime Minister had a telephonic conversation with Union Home Minister Amit Shah on the Pahalgam terror attack and asked him to take all suitable measures. Prime Minister also asked the Union Home Minister to visit the site. Let me quickly go back to Sumit Peer. We have a paucity of time as well. Sumit, last comment from you and then we're going to wrap up quickly.
We have to send a message to Rawalpindi. We have to send a message to Bahawalpur and where the terrorist camps are. We have to send a message to the mullah and military nexus of Pakistan and hit them there. We will eliminate these terrorists, we'll get rid of these jihadis, but what about their masters? Unless and until we take it to their doorstep and their homes in Rawalpindi and Islamabad and Peshawar, wherever they live, it is not going to stop. Let's plan another surgical strike, whatever we have to do. Let's be proactive, eliminate them, kill them before they kill us. That is the simple logic, as simple as straight as I can get, Vineet.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody who joined us for this update that's coming through. We will be keeping a close eye on all the updates that are coming in from Pahalgam. We'll be right back.
Hello. You're coming there, right?
Global leaders, entertainment's के sharp minds और innovators who are breaking boundaries. Music हो, cinema या live performances, past, present or future icons, सब यहीं मिल रहे हैं.
This isn't just about entertainment. The biggest deals,